Zach Lavine is back. Billy Donovan is gone. Billy Donovan? I'm Ross. This is Arturis Fan Club. Merry Christmas Eve to everybody out there watching this video. I know things look a little bit different. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't yet. So the latest, Zach Lavine is out of COVID-19 protocols, and Billy Donovan, the day after, is in. Chris Fleming is going to be the coach in the interim while Billy Donovan is in health and safety protocols. Now, the NBA and the NBA Players Association, I know they were working on an agreement to shorten that time spent away from the team when in protocols. I don't know how that affects coaches. I also don't know how that will affect Billy Donovan right away. I feel like that might be something that we're a couple weeks away from. I'm not totally sure. But right now, the situation is most of our players are back. Like I said, Zach is back. We should be getting Ayo Dosunmu back. We should be getting Alize Johnson back. I mean, we should be getting almost everybody back, except for, I believe, Devon Dotson, who was the latest to go into, the latest player rather, to go into health and safety protocols. So he would be the one that we'd be waiting on. But Troy Brown Jr. is already back. I believe Matt Thomas would be another name that we're waiting on. These are all guys that should be coming back very shortly, which means those 10-day contract guys, you start to look at like Alfonso McKinney, you know, weighing the pros and cons of keeping him versus keeping someone like Matt Thomas. You know, I'm of the opinion that I think Alfonso, and I know we haven't talked recently on this channel, there's been a lot that's been going on with the Bulls that I haven't been able to give you guys my opinions on, but I think Alfonso McKinney would be a good name to keep on this roster. I think he'd be a good guy to give a contract to, and maybe, you know, unfortunately, tell Matt Thomas, you know, it was fun, it was real, we'll see you later. So looking at what the Bulls are going into in the next couple of weeks, you know, we had that game postponed against the Raptors. We have 2 games coming up next week against the Hawks, who are also dealing with their own outbreak right now. You know, it sucks. That's just kind of the nature of the NBA right now. With the Bulls, though, the outlook is a little more positive because they have all recently gotten COVID, even though they're all vaccinated, which means we're looking at like 6 months or so before they could potentially contract the virus again, from what, you know, my limited dumb brain understanding of the virus is. So it sounds like, all of that said, the Bulls have an opportunity here going into the new year with all of these other teams dealing with their own outbreaks, to be one of the only teams that is past and has that herd immunity, has the ability, you know, to kind of power through these outbreaks. Now, mind you, I'm personally of the opinion that the NBA should take a pause, take a step back, and let people recover, you know, stop the spread of the outbreak, let guys, you know, get healthy. It doesn't look like that's going to happen, at least, you know, not before tomorrow, Christmas. But at the end of the day, you know, they're going to keep going, so you got to make do with what you got. The Bulls are in a situation to benefit from that. It doesn't feel great necessarily, just from like a moral standpoint of, you know, I hate watching all of these other teams go through it. But, you know, we went through it. We got a couple games postponed. Other teams now are getting their games postponed. Maybe this will end up being a fair situation for everyone. I don't know. I'm just looking at it from the lens of a Bulls fan, thinking we kind of have an opportunity here where all these teams are going to have G Leaguers out there, and all of our guys have been through the ringer already. Maybe we could go through and dominate the Eastern Conference a little bit and gain some ground for that first seed. You know, it could have been a lot worse. Losing Zach and DeMar, it could have been a lot worse. We are still second in the East. We only went 2 games without both of them, I believe. So things could be a lot worse. And with all of that said, Merry Christmas. I know I said it at the jump. Happy holidays. Enjoy the time off if you don't celebrate. I'm Jewish. This isn't a huge holiday for me. My family doesn't really do anything, but it's still a time to be with family. And it's still a time to reflect on the last year. You know, reflecting on this last year, so much has changed in my life. When we were talking a year ago, I was still doing like, I don't know, Fall Guys streams or something. I don't know. A year ago, things were so different for me. And it's crazy to be here now, with everything that's changed in our team. A year ago, we didn't even have Vooch. Like a year ago, this team looked totally different. The Bulls are back. We're back. I've built up this channel and I'm so proud of what I've done, but I'm so appreciative of you guys, of the love you've shown, the support you've shown. I've had ups and downs this year, man. The last few months have been kind of tough on me, but I look back and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm just really blessed with everything that has gone down. And I thank you guys for most of it, because I couldn't do it without you. So thank you for letting me sit on my soapbox for a second and get a little sappy. It definitely feels like we're headed into the new year, refreshed, healthy, and invigorated, looking towards the future. So thank you guys again for being a part of what we're building here. This is bigger than just like some memes I post on Twitter, right? This is becoming something I want to make a career, and I just have so much love for everything that you guys have enabled me to do. It's hard to put into words. Opportunities come along and they feel random, but this one feels right. It feels like I got the right fit finally. And I don't know, man. This is a long-winded way to say thank you. Have a happy holidays. And we will talk very soon.